is to recreate it. Okay? And through that, you're going to learn some things about water. Okay? Now, AJ, can you go eye level with this thing and tell us what you see? So go eye level with the water right here. You gotta put your head down a little bit and tell us what you see.
It's like a mixture of red and blue, like lighter layers.
Okay, so tell us what do you see on the bottom? Since there are layers, what's on the bottom? What do you see on the bottom? Like a blue? Do you guys see blue too? Okay, what's above the blue? What's white? We'll call it clear. Okay, and what's on the top? Red is on top. Okay, so what I have here in my demo tank is a series of layers. Okay, there are 3 layers of water. It's just water. Okay, you have red on top, you have clear in the middle, and you have blue sitting at the very bottom. And your job today is to recreate that setup using the supplies I will give to you. Okay, the first thing you are going to get is this container and this wood block. The wood block is just to hold it up at an angle. Okay? So I'll show you what you're going to do. First thing you're going to do is you're going to fill this up in the water. Do you want me to use that sink today or no? Can?
Up to you.
No.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. So when you fill up this water, this is going to be your starting water every time. When you lean it up on the block, you kind of want to have a shore, some land on the top. Does that make sense? Yeah. You want to have some dry area, okay? And that's going to help when you're pouring in your colors. Okay, so this is how you start it every single time. And you're going to get a cup like this that has measurements on it. It has 100 milliliter as the top measurement. And as you attempt to recreate this, you are going to be mixing things into this cup. Let's say you're trying to make the red layer. And there is a very specific process on how to do this. Okay? Now if I'm trying to create layers in my tub, would it be better to pour it in quickly or slowly? Slowly, obviously. You don't want to stir it all up. So you have to try and pour this on the shoreline, as we call it, or the dry area. Okay, so you're going to slowly just pour it along. And it's going to keep going and going and going. You don't want to go really fast like that, or it's going to stir it all up. And your goal is to create layers. Okay, so you have to go slow. Do you see a layer forming in that one? No, because I did it wrong on purpose. Okay? Your goal is to make layers, not do this. If you make a mistake, it is okay. Okay? You can retry and retry and retry again. Alright? Let's look at the rules. Number 1, use no more than 1 teaspoon of salt each time you make a layer. Okay? You are going to be given salt. As a group, you're going to get one of these containers of salt. You can use no more than 1 teaspoon. Okay, so if you're trying to make, let's say, a red layer, how much salt is the maximum that you can put in? 1 teaspoon. Okay, so don't put more, it's just a waste. It's going to get stuck in the containers. Just don't. Just use 1, that's all you need. Okay? Number 2, use only 3 drops of food coloring at a time. So no more than that. 3 drops is more than enough to give you a blue colored water or red colored water, so just don't waste it. Okay? Number 3, this is probably one of the more important ones. Only water from the beakers should be added to the tub. Okay? What that means is, let's say you're trying to create the red layer. You don't want to do this. You don't want to go, oh, okay, I'm going to put red food coloring right in here. Okay, because it says only add water from the beaker. So you're going to put your water into here, whatever you want to do, mix it, mix it, mix it, and then you pour it in like how I showed you. Remember that procedure, how to pour it in? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So whatever you mix and you want to put in that water has to go in the cup first, then you pour it in that way. Don't put anything directly into here. And do you think it's a good idea to stir this thing up? No. Yeah, do not do that. The worst thing you could do. Okay? Last one, your red layer, which is on top. Do you think that's a greater surface area or less surface area? Greater. So you're going to need more volume. Okay, so how many milliliters of red water are you going to have? 100. 100. Okay, so your cup is going to be this big. Some of your letters are going to be scratched out because these are old cups, but it's right about there. Okay, it's 100. And your blue is a smaller surface area on the bottom, so you're going to have less. So how many milliliters of blue? You're going to have 50, which is about halfway down. Okay, so anytime you're making the blue layer, you're only going to put 50 mils of water. Make sense? Okay. Now, you're going to get food coloring, these containers, you're going to get teaspoons, The other two things I did not mention yet were different types of water. Okay? Jediah, what kind of water is this? Hot. It's hot water. This is pretty much steaming, was boiling water. Okay? So it is kind of hot. Yeah? So you have to be careful. There's a safety button on it. It's pink. It says unlock. So you push the pink button first, and then you push the dispense button to dispense hot water. Okay? Don't do that. I'm only doing that because I don't want to waste water. But that's how you get your hot water. In contrast to hot water, what might you have? Cold water. You might have cold water, and it is located over here. I know this cooler says cold, but the cold water is actually this. It's bigger, so you can use this if you would like ice water. Okay? I know what you're thinking. I can read your mind. Do not drink that water. Okay? The reason is, these cups are not mine, so I do not know where they have been, literally. Okay, I don't know if some teacher put something in here that you don't want to put by your mouth, I don't know. But do not drink water. If you guys want water after school, come back here, I'll be happy to give you guys cold water. You hear that? Yes. Okay, but classroom, lab, science, never eat, drink anything in the classroom. Can do? Can do. Okay. Are there any questions on the procedures or materials, anything like that? You guys all good? Yep. Okay, let's do number one together. Explain why you think, I want you to discuss, let's talk story for about a minute. Why do you think there are layers in here? So I'm not asking what form the different layers or why are the layers different or what is in each layer. I'm asking why the layers form. It's kind of a general question. So why do you think there are layers in this, not this one, in my demo tank? Why are there layers in here? So discuss it and then write out your answer. Number one. Okay, if you're good, if you start writing down your answer, explain why you think layers, for number one, why do you think layers have formed here? Why is the water not mixing around? Oh, yeah, answer it now. Number one. Why are there layers of water and not one big clump of purple water? Why are there separation? Ooh, I heard a key word. I heard it's separating the layers of water.
Are we supposed to be loud?
I want to say loud.
We can be excited.
Collaborative is a good word. Of course you can, when it's time. I was supposed to cover my demo, but I forgot.
Was it last year?
No, I was going to put it over here and then like unveil it, you know, like do a demo tank, but I forgot. I didn't want to mess up my demo tank. Okay, let's do number two. Yeah. And then you guys are off. Hypothesize, so using the correct format. Hypothesize what you will need to do to recreate this demo tank. So the correct format of the hypothesis is if then because. So if we blah 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 blah.
What are the options? Then
well, you know what you have, right?
Oh, we can do any. If there's no.
You can use whatever supplies I mentioned. You had salt, you had cold, you had hot.
But we don't know what's used in there.
You do not.
Can you tell us?
No.
Can we
You
feel
need to investigate and hypothesize on your own.
Can we feel the demo?
No, you cannot feel the water. Yeah. I can do anything you want. As long as you follow the rules. You guys can do anything you want as long as you follow the rules.
We don't know colder. The spotlight
I'm not sure if it's right. That's fine. What if you guys want to go with that for your first child? But it's okay, because as long as you are taking down your data, if you are taking observations and noting down what happened when you did a certain thing, if it's wrong, have you learned from it?
Yes.
What did you learn, Jack? If something is wrong, what did you learn? So next time. So next time, would you repeat the same thing? No, you wouldn't. Okay? So it's very important. Even if it goes wrong, you have to make sure that you're recording your data. Because what I'm going to tell you, right after you have a fail here, dump it out, try again. Ryan, did you guys hear?
That should be a song.
Ryan, you're going to dump it out and try again. Okay, so don't dwell on it. Don't go, oh, we're never going to get it. Look at your notes, make sure you record it. Let's say you're trying for the blue. Where does the blue have to go?
Down.
The bottom. Let's say you mix up your blue, you pour it in, and it goes straight to the top. Yeah? So many students are going to have the tendency to just dump it. Okay, let's try something different. Yeah? But you have to go back to your data. Record what happened, what you did to the blue, so that you don't repeat that same mistake again. Okay? Because on Thursday, when you guys come back, we're going to expand on this lab, and it's going to be even more difficult. So you have to make sure you get an understanding of what's happening with these different types of water. What is it doing? What are the density differences going to be? So you have to make sure you are taking good notes. So you explain your observations, you say exactly what you did. Did you put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt? Did you put 1/2 teaspoon of salt? Did you put all hot water? Did you put half hot water, half tap water? That's what you're going to do. Okay, so on your table, it says starting water. So what did I do for my starting water on this one right here? When I had this small one right here, what did I do? With that thing? I just filled it up with what? I used tap water. Okay, so that's your starting water. So what color would you say that would be? Okay, so for you guys can fill that one in. For starting water, it would be properties of the tap water. Did I do anything to it? No. Not really. So you can say tap water. It's just tap water from the sink or a faucet. And for the notes, okay, I'm not going to ask for your opinions. I kind of want you to just go over it and see what happens because you have time. Okay? Now, if you continue failing, and some of you might, it's okay. The backside is open for you to take more notes. So if you have more data you want to put into a box or a table, then please do so because you need to know what's happening as you add things to the water. Okay? Because like I said, Thursday, you're going to need this information. Okay? I think that's all I got for you. If you get it, call me over. I want to see. That's all I got. Any questions on procedure, materials, what do you do? When you do start, I will assign you guys to a specific sink, so please just work in that area so you don't get in the way of everybody else. Okay? The supplies are over there. Wait, it's over there. Red. So first thing, it's below just water. So when you lean it on here, there's a little dry space. So you can, once you lean it on the block, there's a little dry spot. That's what you might have to just try a little. Too much water, dude. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, it's a strategy. Green drops, yeah. You have to put it like this. Wait, hold on. Oh, I see it starting to mine is not doing it. I see cold water. So it's cold and salt. I'm gonna put another
What's the density of the salt?
It's 6.
Yeah, we should.
That something was calling on me.
Ours is so close. Ours is so close. The blue is at the bottom, but then the red.
Yeah, look at ours. Ours is next to
Where's hot water? So use your mistakes to learn something. So
Looks like a slushy.
you have to use the You got it. Oh yeah? That's what we're What did you do? Salt and Eliza, we're so close. You got one.
Wait.
Stay down. Something has to be done differently, right? Yeah. So I think we should add salt first before we add We'll find out.
Hey, you're doing good.
Yeah, just go get all the water right now.
Maybe we should have added salt. Wait, try adding.
You just put the hot water. Well, you can go on
That might be cool. Well, there is a way.
No,
Heat it, obviously.
We want to so we should add red. Then we should add
Use cold water and add
Actually, tap water.
Now you gotta figure out how to get that food to stick on the bottom.
Look at that.
So you already have the hot water, right?
No, we did. Why did you hot water the first one?
Use like a coffee we found something. No, because
Yes.
you got the first.
Yes, hot water.
Here.
Oh, I think I was right.
You got it.
3
So the red ash.
Yeah, and then the blue is just with salt.
Oh, okay.